If you're not, welcome back. I am going to do a reading today on who you will marry. I'm going to start with the air signs first. I'm going to start with air signs Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Who will the air signs marry? Who will the air signs marry? Who will the air signs marry? Let's see. Let's start off with... We're going to start off with Libra. Libra, Libra. Libra, Libra. Libra, you are at 1 minute. Okay. Who will Libra marry? Who will Libra marry? Who will Libra marry? Ooh. Okay. So we got the Hermit. We have the Emperor. Ooh. And we have the Judgment reversed. We have the Judgment reversed. Okay, so Libra, you're going to marry a fire sign man. This is actually a man who's very disciplined, a man who is a hard worker. He's a boss. He is dominant, not overly dominant, but it's like he has a healthy amount of like masculinity. I think all of us have masculinity and femininity in us, but he is a man. This person may already be a father. This person may already be a father. So they may come with children already. I'm actually feeling like they come with one child already, but I feel like, you know, you could definitely make it work. They're introverted. They're very wise. They have a lot of wisdom. They're someone that likes to spend a lot of time to themselves. And maybe that's something that is not being addressed with the Judgment reversed. Maybe there could be moments where you feel like they spend too much time by themselves, reflecting in deep thought. Like, you may want them to kind of, you know, be a little more... Be more social, or be more involved in your life. You know, they are a good man, but I think one of the things you don't like about them is they don't seem like the type who is very social like you are, and who wants to like pop out and go to events. You know how you are, Libra, right? You like to pop out, go to events. You're very extroverted. This person is not. They're very introverted. And so you may have some issues with that. I also feel like they can be very, very critical. Very, 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 very critical. Of people. So, you know, people are not perfect. But I do feel like you could definitely make things work with this man. Let's see, what else is... Libra, here you are. Queen of Swords. Here you go. There you go. So here you are, Queen of Swords. I feel like this is someone that you could definitely, ooh. This could also be a man that you... stopped speaking to for a minute. Like, this man actually stopped speaking to you, or you stopped speaking to them. And I feel like you guys will end up reconnecting. So I actually do think that this is someone you already know, someone who you actually cut off at one point. But I feel like they came back a better person. They came back a better person. So this could actually be someone that you already had history with. You already had history with this person. I feel like you kind of separated yourself from this person to just kind of think, reflect, take time to yourself. You guys have gone through like a rough patch in your relationship, and now you guys are coming back together because he is a better man. He's a better man, and he wants to be better for you. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So I did mention a few things that, you know, you might not always like, but for the most part, I feel like they're coming back a better man. They're really coming back a better man. I actually do think that you should give them a chance. I actually do feel like with the Judgment reverse here, this also talks about you maybe not being too sure about giving them a second chance, you know. But I do think that this is who you will end up marrying. So I think that's who I see you marrying. Let's put one more card for Libra. There is hope. I do see healing. I do see restoration with the Star. Have faith. Have faith. Be optimistic. I do feel like this relationship between you and this Emperor will be healed. It will be healed. There definitely is hope and restoration. So, whoa, Libra. That is who you're going to be marrying. This will happen. Let me see when this will happen. Let me see when this is going to happen for you. Ooh. Here's what I'm going to do. We have September, October, November, December, enero, febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto. I'm speaking in Spanish, you guys. Agosto, and yeah. I'm gonna make it right in front of you. We getting creative. We getting creative. Sorry, you guys. I'm just making some cards that will give me the time. We getting creative. If y'all sticking with me, thank you. If not, thank you for watching so far. But I'm just gonna make a little bit of time stuff for the Libras. 29, 20, 30, 20, 31, 20, 32, 20, 33, 20, 34, 35, 20, 36, 20, 37, 20, 38, 20, 39, 20, 40. Dos mil y 40. Y'all see me doing little arts and crafts in front of y'all. Like, you know what? All right. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, so Libra, when should you expect this to happen? When should you expect to marry this person? We're gonna shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Let's see. What is the month, Spirit? What is the month? What month do I get? I got Febrero, so February. What year, Spirit? What year? $2036. 2036. So in a couple years. I wanna get you under blue light and make you belly like we in belly. Okay, let's get to Aquarius. Thank you for being patient with me, Libras. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to make that because I know y'all be like, wait, when is that going to happen? And I don't know. That's why I made these time cards so we can kind of see. Aquarius. Aquarius. I'm going to do you next, Aquarius. Aquarius, you are now. Aquarius. Let's see you. Aquarius. Let's see who you're going to marry. Who will Aquarius marry? Ooh, Three of Wands. This is someone that's at a distance from you, Aquarius. So they don't actually live near you. But, oh, they have a lot of love for you. This is someone new. So with the Ace of Cups, this is a new person. This is not a past person. This person lives at a distance from you, so they could live a couple hours away from you. I'm hearing Chicago for some of you. Like, this person lives in Chicago. So you may be, like, long distance for a little bit before you guys actually get married. But I do feel like this is someone who's not going to live in your area. You probably met them when you like traveled somewhere. You could have traveled to Chicago and then you met this person. You could have traveled to a different town, different state and met this person. But ooh, Wheel of Fortune. This person, this was destined to happen. This was like destined to happen with the Wheel of Fortune. You're definitely up on your luck. Like, you're a lucky man or woman to have found this person. Ooh, King of Pentacles. They could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and they got money. They got money. They're very self-sufficient, or they're very wealthy. Like, they have money. Aquarius, you literally got lucky. That's why the Wheel of Fortune popped out. This talks about luck, good fortune. You definitely hit the jackpot with this one. This man is well put together, stable. They could even be wealthy for some of you. This is a good man. This is definitely a man that you will be marrying, and I feel like, you know, you can definitely put your guard down with this person. Let me get one more card. Wow. Eight of Pentacles. You're definitely going to have to put in the work for this relationship, though. For this marriage to be successful. It's going to take work. This is a good man, but no one's perfect. You know, relationships are work. You have to put in the work to make it work. Get it? Sorry. But that's what I'm getting for you. You know, this person is very hardworking. I don't know. They could work in like the, they could work in finance. They could work in finance, or they work in health. Like, they work in the medical fields. Or that's what I'm getting. In finance or the medical field is where they work. And boy, oh boy, they definitely are making good money. Ooh, the Hierophant. I told you, the Hierophant definitely talks about marriage. I do feel like you guys have definitely a spiritual connection going on, but I do see marriage on the table here for you, Aquarius. Can I clarify this Hierophant? This Hierophant with the Eight of Wands reversed. So I feel like there definitely could be Eight of Wands. Can I clarify this Hierophant again? They don't want to rush into marriage. I feel like they don't want to rush into marriage. Like, you will eventually get married to this person, but they don't want to rush into it because they feel like that will cause disappointment. So, you know, I feel like this is good news. Let's see when you get married to them. When will Aquarius get married to this person? Give me a month. Give me a year. I got October. Oopsie. I got October. So you'll marry them in October. Let's see, what year? What year? Wow, an air sign season. Libra season. Sorry, paper dropped out. I got 2033. In 2033, you will get married to this person. In 2033. So you guys got a couple of years. A couple of years. But it makes sense. I feel like you guys need a couple of years to get to know each other before you get married. So, Aquarius, that was your reading. And let's get to Gemini last. Gemini, you're at 20 minutes. Gemini, you're at 20 minutes. Okay. Gemini, who will you marry? Who will Gemini marry in the future? Who will Gemini get married to? Who will Gemini get married to? Ooh, we have the Ten of Swords. With the Page of Swords. Oh, wow, the Six of Pentacles. This is interesting. Before I start to interpret, this is very interesting. Oh, wow. Two of Cups. Okay, Gemini. So you're gonna marry someone who you didn't expect to fall in love with. With the Two of Cups, you actually are gonna fall in love with this person. They're gonna fall in love with you. You guys actually do have a wonderful connection. But in the beginning, your intent was actually not to be serious with them. It actually could have been to hurt them. I do feel like you had some preconceived notions about this person, and it made you feel like, you know what, I'm gonna see what I could get from them, even if it means that I'm gonna end up hurting them. I'm gonna see what I could get. Like, it didn't start off with you like feeling like you are in love with this person. I feel like it unexpectedly happened because of how generous and giving and kind and selfless this person is. Like, you ended up falling in love with someone that you did not expect to fall in love with. I do feel like your intentions were not pure with this Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords. Your intentions definitely could have been to like see what you can get out of this man, which would have hurt them. It would have left them feeling like broken. I think you had a plan to probably, you know, get what you can get and ghost, get what you can get and dump them. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't feel like your intentions toward this person was pure at first because of some judgments that you made. You didn't think that you would take this person serious. Like, they may not be your typical type, and that may be part of why you didn't expect to fall in love with them, but you're gonna end up falling in love with this person. You're gonna end up falling in love with them. You love them for who they are. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. What's this Ace of Wands? With the Judgment reverse. Is this about a past person too? For some of you, this could be a for some of you, this may be a person that hurt you in the past. For a small percentage of you, I'm getting, it could be a past person who hurt you in the past, you know, who intends to kind of come back and really pour into this relationship, you know, with the Six of Pentacles. But I feel like for a lot of you, it is somebody that's new. It is somebody that wanted to start like a new relationship with you, and you know, you were like, oh, I don't know if I should give them a chance, you know, very critical, da-da-da. But you ended up falling for them. You definitely could have held back at first too with this Four of Pentacles. So I do think that this person is a little bit possessive too. I do think that they're a little bit possessive with this Four of Pentacles. It does talk about possessiveness, so I think that they're a little bit possessive. This is also my little sex card too, so I feel like some of you are very fertile. Careful of pregnancy, right? If you're not ready for that. Even if you're married, like if you don't want to have kids, it's fine, or if you want to wait, that's fine, but I feel like they are possessive, they are territorial, they are like, They really, 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 really like you. So let's see when this is going to happen for Gemini. Gemini, when you're going to get married to this person. Give me a month. I wanna be with you on a blue light like we're in belly. I got 2037. This will be the year 2037. And I got January. I got this will happen in January 2037. January 2037. 2037, January. So that's when you can expect to get married to this person. But of course, you know, take what resonates. It may be sooner, but that's just what I pulled. But that is your reading. Thank you so much for stopping in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I see a couple people in the chat. Hi, hey everyone. Thanks for watching. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, if you guys like my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe. I do readings on all kinds of things. I may do celebrity readings again. I may, but I just felt like doing something on love today. So that's it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time.